I have it! I have an answer for a question that you may or may not have been looking forward to getting answered. What is going on, guys? Dork Gaming here, and let's get on with this, because this is a grand discovery. To me, anyway, because this is amazing. Let's get on to talking a little bit about Cold Procs. And boy oh boy are those things intriguing. Let's get on to how this ended up becoming a thing. I was intrigued by the power of Cold Procs when I first realized that when hit by a Cold Proc, your Warframe is affected less by gravity. Now, unfortunately, in the case of gravity, it's kind of difficult to really affect gravity itself, because your acceleration is constant, because you're on Earth, or, well, in game, the acceleration is constant, although it should be shifting because different planets, different acceleration fields. But there's also another constant in play, time. And time cannot be changed whatsoever. However, Cold Procs break physics. And boy oh boy is this amazing. It's kind of like absolute zero in a way, especially when you use frost. But let's get on with this. So I got intrigued by that because acceleration is constant in the case of gravity, and time is also constant in the case of gravity, and basically everything. So how could gravity have less effect when you're hit by a Cold Proc? And I got to testing things, and oh my god, will you love what I have for you if you are a nerd like myself. We have two ancient healers here, both of which will be hit by a toxin damage over time effect due to the gas damage that I have on my Parasist. I don't already remember if I showcased the build. I don't think I did, so I will really quick do it anyway. So that's the build that I'm be using for the sake of this test. And if you want to test it for yourself, go in a Corpus map, go find an LN2 barrel and blow it up in your face. And when you get hit by the Cold Proc, jump. And you'll notice you'll be floating a little bit. Now, let's move on with the testing. We'll be using gas procs to indicate that this is indeed an effect that can happen. Our ancient healers will be both hit by the toxin effect of gas. And this one will actually take for less damage than this one. I have no idea how that works, but it does. But however, because he will not be indefinitely suspended in time like he will be, he will live and he will die. Let's move on. So, a couple of pot shots, and as you can see, the damage takes on this ancient healer are less, at 60 damage a tick. This one is 121, effectively twice as much damage per tick. However, the ticks have already stopped for that one. This one is still ticking, however, quite clearly so, because he is currently suspended in time itself. And this is because Frost has 3 abilities which can, if they properly hit, indefinitely stop time. Now, as his health gets lower and lower, the capability to indefinitely keep him still in time is reduced. But it still can and will work. And I am just, oh my god, this is amazing, because Freeze can indefinitely stop time on a direct hit. Snow Globe, when it knocks enemies outside of the globe, can indefinitely stop time as well, and Avalanche will do the same thing. This means incredible DPS, because you will basically be doing infinite damage with one bullet, if that bullet happens to deal toxin damage or any type of damage that can put a damage over time effect. Now we'll be switching over to the Torrid to showcase this with regular cold procs. As you probably should know by now, cold procs, regular cold procs, will actually extend damage over time effects. That is because they actually slow down time. Now, again, Frost's cold procs will stop time, which is why he can basically do infinite damage as long as he has a weapon that can do damage over time. But regular cold procs will still have the same effect, albeit a little bit less. I can't directly showcase this, unfortunately. Oops, I spawned them in twice. Because I've got a Torrid here, and it may or may not actually do what I want it to do. Let's see. Okay, so we got these guys under a Toxin proc, and these guys will be under the Cold and Toxin proc. However, they also get hit by the Cloud, which further boosts the amount of damage that they receive compared to their two counterparts over here. And as you can see, they were almost one-shot. Considering they were also in the Cloud, that is understandable. But if we had some sort of way to actually hit these with a cold proc as well, the damage would have been, the damage difference would have been the damage that the Cloud did. And if we had a third control, the control would have had less damage than both of these. Oh my god, do I love cold procs now. And I hope that you do too, because cold procs literally break the laws of physics, and you know we must break the laws of physics in Warframe. We must break everything. We must be against the laws. Screw you, Newton. We have new laws in town. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing, and also give this video a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, however, please do give it a dislike. I will understand. But oh boy, should you also share this video, because everyone needs to know how cold procs work, and everybody now needs to use a Frost, because indefinite time. I will catch you in the next one.